pre-recorded session because I am doing full-time childcare this morning on, well, it'll be Wednesday morning, so this evening is beautiful, so I thought I'd do this outside. Hope you appreciate the evening birds singing and all that sort of stuff as you're starting your Wednesday morning watching this. We're going to get started in just a second. Because it's outside, it's quite cold this evening, so I'm going to be wearing shoes, but you don't have to do that. Anyway, I hope you're doing well, and let's get started. We're going to do, it may be a slightly shorter version this evening of Pilates, but I hope you enjoy it anyway. Here we go. So let's go, feet hip width apart. And we're going to focus on three things as we always do. The first thing we're going to focus on is our breathing. So breathing in through your nose and out through your mouth. In through your nose and out through your mouth. Fill your lungs with air. The second thing that we're going to focus on is this belt muscle around our waist, our transverse abdominis muscle. And I want you to imagine that you're putting a pair of trousers on that don't fit you, they're a bit too tight, and so that will pull in this belt muscle around your waist. So you're going to engage that muscle, your core muscles underneath your six pack. Still breathing in through your nose, out through your mouth. And the third thing you're going to engage are your pelvic floor muscles. They're the muscles that stop you going to the toilet if you're on a long car journey or something. So engaging these belt muscle and your pelvic floor muscles at about 30%. And that creates a kind of sturdiness in your core that helps us do the exercises. Okay, great. So feet hip width apart. And we're going to start by going onto our toes, breathing in through our nose, filling our lungs with air, and back down. Let's go right down this time. And up to the top. We're mobilizing our joints as we do this. In through your nose, out through your mouth. We're going to come into a balance exercise now, straight there, that's good. Bringing your leg up. Hold that position, leg out to the side. Hold that position. Bring your leg out. Hold that position and coming back down. Let's go again. Well done. Bringing your leg up, bringing it out to the side. Hold that position. Bringing your leg out. Hold that position and back down. That's great. Let's do a few more balances. So coming forward, stretching out. If you want to, you can bend your leg as you do that, stretching out your calf muscle. And back down, and to the other side, stretching out. Stretching out your calf muscle. That's good. And back down. We're going to do a quick mobilization of all our joints. So ankle first of all, and then the other one. That's good. Onto the knees, just coming down and back up, keeping your back nice and straight as you go down and back up. That's good. Onto your hips, just doing circles going around with your hips. And the other direction as well, circles going round. That's great. Onto the other foot, circles going around with your hips, and the other direction. Great, we're going to mobilize the spine now, and we're going to stretch up, keeping your chin on your chest, nice and slowly, heading down towards your toes. And then one vertebra at a time, chin on your chest, nice and slowly coming back up to the top position. Let's do that again. mobilizing your spine. Keeping your core engaged as you're doing this, breathing into your nose and out through your mouth. That's good. Let's mobilize the spine in the other direction. So just going around to the side, keep your feet facing forward and to the middle, and to the other side, and to the middle. I realise behind me are a load of plants, many of which are dead. I'm not the best gardener around, so apologies for that. Let's just mobilise our shoulders, going back and going the other way. That's good. And just your head looking to one side, to the middle, and to the other side, to the middle, looking down, to the middle, and to the top, and to the middle. We're going to go straight down to the mat now. We're going to be sitting, we're lying down on the mat, feet together, knees together, arms out to the side, and just pushing your legs down to one side. Engage the core as you do this, then to the middle, then to the other side. That's good. Use your core muscles to do the work. And then lifting one leg, so lift your right leg when you're going down to the left if you want to. It's like the next level. And lift your left leg when you're going down to the right if you want to. Because it's a shorter session, I'm going to move on to the next exercise. If you want to stay with this exercise, then just pause the video and you can carry on in your own pace. But we're going to scoop up onto our back now, one vertebra at a time, coming to that top position, holding that bridge at the top. Push your knees forward, push your hips up, and then scooping back down one vertebra at a time. In the top position, if you want to extend your leg out, you can do that. And then scooping back down. You can also extend your leg to the ceiling if you want to. And then scooping back down. If you want to challenge yourself more, extend one leg, back down, extend the other leg, back down, and scooping back down to the ground. Engage your core as you're doing this. Keep your core nice and firm. That's good. Okay, let's lift one leg into tabletop position. And from this, we're going to kick out and come back. Take the resistance as you come back. Now it's your choice whether you stay just with one leg or whether you go with the other leg at the same time, so you alternate. Or a real stress on your abdominal muscles is going both legs at the same time. So you can choose which one you want to do. Extending out and coming back. We'll do that a few more times. Coming up, extending out, and coming back. If you still want to be doing one leg, that's great. Take the tension as you come back with that one leg. Make sure you change to go with the other leg as well. Keep that core nice and engaged. And relax like that. A bit of a challenge for you. You can either do this with one leg. If you do it with both legs, it will be a huge challenge on your abdominals. but keeping your leg outstretched. Engage your core, and then you can write your name with your leg. And onto the other side. Engage your core, extend your leg. That's good. Okay, we're going to come to my favourite one. It will be hard on this floor for me because it's concrete, but I'm sitting at the end of the mat. The first level is having your hands here. The second level is having your hands on your shins. The third level, lift your feet off the ground. The fourth level, have your arms by your side. Fifth level, have them up here. Holding yourself in a nice tall position and breathing in through your nose, engage your core, then rolling back, coming to that top position and holding that top position there. Let's go again, breathing in through your nose, breathing out, holding that top position, hold the balance. Gonna go again. That's good. Let's go 2 more times, breathing in through your nose, out through your mouth. And 1 more time. That's good. We're going to come down into the 100 now. There's loads of different levels on the 100, so you can just choose which one you want to do. Lying down on your back. So the first level, you lie down in this position, you engage your core and you're pumping your arms. 5 pumps for every breath. So breathe in for 5 pumps, breathe out for 5 pumps. The second level that you want to do is you lift one leg, keep that core engaged and pumping for 5 pumps for 5 breaths, for 1 breath for 5 pumps. And then the next level, same again, lifting that leg, pumping. The next level, you're bringing your head and shoulders off the ground. You don't have to do all these levels, you just stop wherever is the place which is best for your body. And the next one you're doing is lifting your legs up, and the next one is lifting your body up to this position. So we're going to do the 100 now. You choose which level you want to do. Set it up, so engage your core, you pick your level, and off you go, pumping up and down, breathing in for 5 pumps, breathing out for 5 pumps. That's good. We're going to go on to all 4s now, so if you turn over to the other side. From this position, let's find our neutral spine. So we're going to push our belly button to the ground and then scoop up towards the ceiling. Push it again towards the ground, scoop up towards the ceiling. Find that middle position, and from that middle position, we're going to do opposite arm to opposite leg coming back. If you're feeling like you want to challenge, do the same arm to the same leg, but you're coming up opposite arm to opposite leg, holding that top position and back down. So engage your core, try and stop yourself going like this too much from side to side. Try and keep that core really stable and focus on keeping that as still as possible as your limbs move. So transfer your weight really lightly as you do the exercise. I'm practicing at the moment doing same arm to same leg. Let's have a go. I'm definitely better on one side than the other. And I'm moving all over the place. You can have a practice if you want to. but opposite arm to opposite leg coming out. And back to the start. And same again. That's good. Just sit back, push your fingers forward, stretching out your back. We're going to go again with that exercise. This time we do opposite arm to opposite leg, come back down, and then we're going to open out with one arm. And then opposite arm to opposite leg, come back down, open out with the other arm. Works your coordination a bit. That's good, and then just sit back again onto your heels, push your fingers forward. We're going into the plank now, so we're going to lean forwards. You can choose which bit is your contact, whether it's your thighs, your knees or your feet, and you can choose whether you have straight arms like this or whether you have bent arms like this. We're going to hold that position. Try and keep a straight line from your shoulders right down to your toes or right down to your knees, whichever is the bit that's contacting the ground. And we're just going to hold that position for a few seconds. If you're doing it on your hands, that's great as well. Nice straight line. If you want to lift your foot, adds a bit of extra challenge. And then relax back down. We're going to go into a lower back stretch now to strengthen that. So we're coming up, strengthening our lower back, opposite arm to opposite leg coming up off the ground. And relax that down. We're coming to a seated position and we're just going to stretch out our hamstrings. So feet nice and wide. Imagine there's a ball in front of you, lifting up over the ball, walking your feet, your fingers forward and stretching down. Feel the stretch underneath your leg on your hamstrings. And then slowly come back up again. And to the middle, lifting up over that ball, imaginary ball, walking your fingers forward, stretching out. Slowly coming back up again. And to the other side, lifting up over that ball, walking your fingers forward, stretching out. And then slowly come back up again. It's great. It's a bit of a shorter session this time. We're going to finish there. I just wanted to share with you something before we finish. I'm struggling with the light. It looks quite light on this video, but actually it's just about sunset, so I think we're going to struggle with the light for much longer. But I wanted to share a verse with you from the Bible. It's John 3 verse 16, and it says, "For God so loved the world that he gave his only Son, that whoever believes in him shall not perish but have eternal life." I'm just going to unpack that for just a few seconds because it's the Easter story. It's the story of God loving the world so much, loving me, loving you so much, that he gave his only son, Jesus, into the world, been born as a baby, as we celebrate at Christmas time, lived an incredible life where he loved people. If you read in Matthew, Mark, Luke and John, 4 books in the Bible, there's eyewitness accounts of the way Jesus loved and cared for people in incredible ways. He loved the most broken, the most lost, but also those who were searching for him. He loved everyone, and he spoke grace and truth into people's lives. God loved the world so much that he gave his only son, Jesus, so that whoever believes in him, if you believe in Jesus, it says you will not perish. You won't perish, which means you will spend eternity with God in heaven. You will not perish, but have eternal life. And why is that the Easter message? Well, that's the story of Jesus coming into the world. And what happened on Easter was he was the one who perished. He was the one who took our sin. He took our separation from God on himself when he went to the cross. He hung there on the cross and he died, and he breathed his last breath on that cross so that me and you, when we breathe our last breath on this earth, we will go and spend eternity in heaven with God. And the miracle was 3 days later, on Easter Sunday, that Jesus rose from the dead. He conquered death. And he's alive today, and he's saying to you, and he's saying to me, do you believe me? For God so loved the world that he gave his only son, that whoever believes in him will not perish, but have eternal life. I hope you have an amazing Easter, and we'll see you on the other side. But yeah, God bless you this Easter, this weird Easter time.